Alright guys, it was bound to happen. It's time for an EDC update. It's been a while. So EDC update, the heck's that mean? If you're not familiar with these videos, EDC is an acronym for Everyday Carry. And the point of these videos is to show, that's right, what you carry every day. It gives people some ideas of different types of gear to carry. It also exposes people to different types of gear that they haven't seen before. New guns, new knives, new flashlights, new gadgets. And that's what it's all about. People love gadgets, nothing wrong with that. The gear community is an ever-growing community, and a lot of people enjoy these videos, including myself. I like watching a lot of other people's EDC videos. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the wallet first. I've had this wallet since Christmas. This was a actually early Christmas present I got from my wife. Saddleback leather. The one thing that I didn't think I would get used to was this strap, and I have. It's totally second nature to just whip the wallet out of the pocket, push the strap, and get into the wallet that way. So I have, I've mastered the way of the strap. The one thing though that I noticed is that because this does have a strap and a little bit of a tail here, as you might call that, I do happen to put the wallet into my pocket that way so it doesn't get bunched up. I put my wallet into my pocket this way in either direction, and the thing kind of folds up on me, and I can feel that like right away. So I've kind of accustomed myself to either, put it in the back pocket like that, or flip it around. So the tail, I mean, it's kind of, give or take, it's adding some looks to this wallet. It definitely gets a lot of attention. People ask me what kind of wallet that is because it's different. Not a lot of people have a wallet like this, so it's cool in that sense. It's definitely getting broken in, but the money compartment still needs some time to loosen up a little bit. I guess I'm using my credit cards way more than I'm using cash. Should be the other way around, but the card holders are all broken in nicey nice, but the bill compartment still needs to be broken in. So my bills right now are, sometimes getting crammed in there, and they look like they've gone through the washing machine. Like I, hand someone $1 that was a ball about 5 minutes ago. But anyway, it's getting there. But the outside's got all kinds of wear and leather patina and marks and scratches and all kinds of stuff like that. But I really grown to like the wallet, and Saddleback Leather as a company needs no introduction. They make a very fine product. If you don't like this style of wallet, they do have other styles of wallet. I would highly recommend their products. I mean, the stitching, the quality of leather, the whole thing is just really top notch. Awesome. So definitely like the wallet. As far as phone, same old phone. iPhone 5S, hand-me-down. Wife gets the new stuff, I get the old stuff, but I'm cool with that. Still love the OtterBox. I had some problems with Net 10 because I didn't have any internet for a while. They sent me out a new SIM card, and Net 10 as a service is awesome. I love it. It's running off of AT&T towers, which I have by me. Net 10 essentially, I guess, is what's it called? Crap, can't think of it now. I was gonna tell you something, and I completely forgot. TracFone. That's what I was gonna say. TracFone, I believe, is like the mothership, and Net 10 is like a child of that service. The same company, same service, and everything. But it's running off of AT&T towers in my area, even though I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. I get service everywhere. I have no problem with service. My problem was that I wasn't getting any data, but it was basically a SIM card issue, and they hooked me up. It was fine. Customer service, though, it was very hard to understand the woman. I really feel like they could have had better customer service in that sense. Like, she was trying to be helpful, but there was a language barrier there. I mean, she was speaking English, but I was not picking it up. Maybe I'm not a good listener of broken English, but it was very difficult for me to understand what's going on. So basically, a conversation that could have taken 5 minutes took about an hour and a half. But ultimately, they did me right. That's a thumbs up. So yeah, Net 10 still pretty cool. Unlimited phone service, unlimited internet for $40 a month because I buy the cards. I'm weird about things like I don't like automatic withdrawal from my bank account. I don't know, I don't feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I feel like that's kind of a pain. So I try to avoid that, but if you don't mind that kind of a thing, you save another $5. I think it's like $35 or $36 to do an automatic withdrawal. And if you're looking for this, like a phone service that's not part of a plan, which from what I understand, all the major companies are getting away from plans. That's kind of a new big thing, but I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. But basically what I'm saying here is Net 10 is an awesome service, and for, $35 or $40 a month, it's unlimited everything. So if you have a smartphone, it's pretty worth it. I like it. So moving on. You guys don't really care about that so much, right? Let's talk about the pen. Well, I don't have to talk about the pen. if you watch my videos, you know all about this pen. This is the Dollar Tree pen that I got for $1 with the pressurized ink cartridge. It's still right and awesome. I love it. I've yet to go to space to test it out. I'm working on that, but it's probably not going to happen. I'm not going to lie. Not going to get to space to give that a test. But I have found some water, and it still works underwater, which is awesome. Flashlight through night, Tie 5. You guys have seen this. I believe I did a review on this one already. Just awesome. Love it for a little single AAA flashlight. It's hard to beat. I have tons and tons of flashlights, and I still have more flashlight reviews to do in the future. Besides that, let's talk about knives. That's right. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. This is the Buck Strider of yesteryear. I did a trade for this. I think I did a video on this. I honestly don't recall. I make too many damn videos. But yeah, I got this in a trade, and I love it. It's been my EDC. A lot of people disliked these way back in the day because the liner locks were pretty weak. But guess what? No problems with me. I use my knives properly, and I've had no failures. And I still have all my fingers, so pretty cool. I'm liking it though. Like I said, this is kind of just a blast from the past. I always liked the Buck Strider. I've had a couple of them, got rid of them. Recently was thinking about it. Well, not recently, about a little over a month ago, maybe a month and a half. And someone was, they had it for sale, and I ended up doing a trade instead. And they're very happy with what they got, and I'm very happy with what I got. So that has been my EDC folder for the last probably maybe 2 weeks or so. I've kind of gone back and forth with different knives. I do have other knives I've been EDCing, but I don't want to show them yet because I kind of want those to be surprise videos in the near future. And affordable too. Affordable knives mixed in with some of the higher end stuff, which is nice. I know you guys want to see a lot more affordable knives. As far as other knives, of course, still rocking the neck knife. I have yet to change out the scales. I have all those different color scales. This is the Companion, and very sad news, it doesn't look like there's going to be any more of these made, and I'll get more into some of that. I mean, you can see on the forums if you look it up, but I don't want to get into the guy's personal business, but I mean, just what an amazing piece of cutlery, and it is a shame that these are not going to be continued to be made. But that's because of the maker's personal things that are going on, not because of the knife itself. The knife is absolutely awesome, but I will eventually do a review on this as well, and probably swap out these scales in the near future as well too, just a change of scenery. I can't even tell you how many times people ask about this knife the most because it's hanging right from my chest. I would say at least 2 out of 3 people, sometimes it's everyone, but 2 out of 3 people I see throughout the day, they will look me in the face. I'll say something like, you know, whether it's a service, like I'm talking to a waitress or someone at the register or whatever, just my daily life, people I just walk by, they look at my face, then they look at my knife because it's right there. You know, it's like a big necklace and they don't know what it is, and then people see it's a knife, and I get all kinds of weird reactions. Some people say stuff, some people don't say stuff. Some people are like, they're staring at it while I'm talking to them, especially I get that with waitresses and waiters too, alike, men and women. Where they're like taking my order and they're staring right at it thinking, is that a knife? What is that? You know, I don't know what they're thinking, to be honest. Is this guy gonna kill me? Oh my God, hope we get a good tip. I don't know what they're thinking, but I tip well. So I guess I'm trying to get out the message that knife people are good people too. Okay, I'm not gonna hurt anyone. And I'll also leave you a nice tip if the service is good. So anyway, that's my other blade of choice. I've been driving the truck a lot lately. We got the truck keys here. The only thing I really added to, I keep it pretty minimal. I don't want it hanging out of that old ignition. But I did put on the little tritium tube. All right, so there it is, all charged up. It's nice and bright. And believe it or not, just with regular sunlight, it does get almost that bright. And not quite as bright as when you charge it directly with a flashlight, but it's good. And I've actually dropped my keys a couple times in the dark, and even with the charge you get from regular UV light throughout the day, you can see it. So it's a nice little addition to any keychain for visibility. Besides that, of course, I know you guys are looking at the Zippo here. This actually does not have the regular insert. It has a Thunderbird pipe insert. Okay, I have been smoking a little bit more pipe action lately, so I've been rocking the Zippo with the butane, again, Thunderbird brand, you know, pipe lighter insert in here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about posting more pipe tobacco reviews and you know, pipe related videos, but off a little bit. I know there's certain people that want that. I don't think the masses of people really want more pipe videos, but I still will do them. It's just as of lately, I've been just really enjoying a pipe. To set up a camera and to like do a review on a tobacco, whatever, it takes away from it a little bit. I know you guys enjoy it, and that's why I will do more in the future. But filming anything takes away from just experiencing it. You know what I mean? Turning on a camera and doing a review on a knife I've been using for a while is one thing. But to sit and have a pipe because I want to relax, it's much different doing it off camera than it is doing it on camera. You know what I mean? And sometimes I end up talking too much and my pipe goes out. I get distracted. You know, I'm not quite enjoying it as much. But you will still see, you know, if you're interested in those videos, you'll see more of those in the future, especially as the warm weather approaches, more pipes and cigars. All right, guys, had to clear a little area here. Center stage for the next EDC item. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. The pocket top. What is the allure? What is the obsession? Yeah, you get it. The pocket top, yeah. Why is it an EDC pocket top? People ask that. What makes an EDC a pocket top? Well, I take it with me, so it's part of my EDC. So many people hate this. So many people hate this. I don't know why. Is it a fad? Probably. But guess what? It's kind of popular, and it's kind of cool. I like it. Will I always like it? Probably not. But right now, I like it. So I'm into it. I'm digging it. You're still watching it. Why? Because it's fun, right? Is it always going to be fun? Probably not. But right now, it's fun. And I'll zoom on that. That thing. Still going. So, yeah. Pocket EDC tops, you don't have to be into them. But right now I am. I might not always be, but I'm definitely part of this little mini culture here. And I think it's fun, and so what? So what if I think it's fun? So this is a pocket top I got on Etsy. This is the first one I ever bought. This was like $28 or $30. And it took the longest to get to me because it was coming from Canada. And I guess maybe they're custom made to order. But it's pretty cool. Looks kind of like a rim for a Honda Accord or something. But I like it. I like it, you know. Is it going to replace this? No, of course not. I can't read the news on this. I don't know if it's going to rain tomorrow by staring at this. I certainly don't know what people are posting on Instagram by looking at it. But it's still pretty damn cool. You don't have to like it. You don't have to accept it. But it is here. And I do carry one. So this is literally an EDC top. I have better tops. I have tops that are more expensive. I have tops that spin longer. But I like this one. I like this one because it's relatively flat. There's not a huge stem on it. It's very light. And I just throw it in my pocket. I don't care if it gets beat up because it was cheaper. You know what I mean? So that's it. I'm into it. I don't care if you like it or not. You don't have to like it. You can still like me even though I like tops. I know some people are like, it's... Good Lord. Now I can't like you anymore because you're into EDC tops. Well, that's too bad. That's a shame. But yeah, there you go. So we're done. We're done talking about tops. What else we got? Guns, right? Last thing on the table. Still carrying the Glock 19 because it is awesome. Gen 3. But I swapped back. Actually, my favorite holster is still the Alien Gear holster. Just awesome. And I still have yet to do a review on it. But I went back to this one. I believe this is the Hidden Hybrid holster. This is actually for Glock 36. Glock 19 fits in it fairly well. Super comfortable with this, you know, suede backing. And carries very nicely. I like the can on it and everything. And plus it looks nice even though no one sees it. But yeah, I mean, even though this is for a Glock 36, it does fit. Almost locks in even. So that's what I've been using. And I also carry, still, the spare magazine. 31 round mag. 33 for most, but I swapped the base plate with the, you know, standard flat plate, so it's 31 rounds. And it's still no problem to carry this. People like freak out when they hear about this. Oh my God, I can't believe you carry that magazine. How can you hold your pants up with all that weight? Well, it's crazy, but I got myself a belt. You know what I'm saying? And I talked about this in the past. The proper belt is very important for carrying all of your gear. I will admit something to you though. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. I have amazing gun belts, amazing, but I can't use them. I'm too damn fat for them. I outgrew my gun belts, and that is a shame, and I'm working very hard on getting down to a size that I can actually use those belts again. Because I'm using a standard belt with all this stuff, and although it's okay, it's working, my pants aren't falling down, I still do adjust my pants throughout the day when I'm walking around, because it is a lot of weight. It's very, very, very important that you use the proper belt. Okay, I'm being a little hypocritical by telling you that and not doing it myself, but I refuse to go out and spend more money on more gun belts for my fat self. I'm going to lose more weight, and I'm going to be able to fit my old belts as well as my old clothes. So even though I'm being a little hypocritical, I have that kind of a dad thing where do as I say, don't do as I do. That's what I'm telling you guys. So yeah, that's my little guilty admittance there, is that I'm not using the proper belt right now, but I will in the future. And as of right now, it's working okay. I snugged that thing up pretty damn tight because I do have to support a lot of weight, you know, with all this gear. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Not much else to say here. I am sporting a pocket top. I don't care how nerdy you think I am or how stupid the hobby is. Always doing a rotation of blades, but I figured I'd bring an old favorite back, and I will eventually do a review on this because I don't think I ever did a review back in the day when those were a little bit more popular than they are now. And it's very sad to see these becoming unavailable. And oh, the truck. Let me tell you a quick little story before I go with the truck. I had a little scare recently. I was driving somewhere, and when I got home, I noticed that there was gas leaking from my gas cap on my reserve tank. My truck has 2 gas tanks. And I'm like, what the hell? I wasn't using that tank. I was using the standard tank. But I'm like, why is it leaking? So I have locking gas caps. So I unlock the gas cap, and as I'm unscrewing it a little bit, I mean, I'm barely touching it, all of a sudden, it's shooting gas out. I'm like, what the hell? So I thought, like, oh, there's a lot of pressure built up. Let me just quickly open it up. No, that was a mistake. The more I open it up, the farther, it must have shot 2-3 feet out of the side of the truck. I'm like, oh my God. So I tighten it down. I'm cleaning myself up. I wipe the gas off the side of the truck so it wouldn't eat the paint and everything. And I'm like, what the hell's the problem? So I hop online and look at it, and it turns out a lot of people have that problem. A lot of Jeeps actually have that problem where, like, in the filler neck for the tank, there's a separate tube that allows, you know, built up pressure, I guess, hot air to escape or whatever. So that's what I thought the problem was. I'm like, damn, you know, what do I have to buy a new filler neck now? I was kind of freaking out. I didn't want to have another expense right now. So ultimately I calmed down, which is a good thing, by the way. When something bad's happening, it's really hard to do sometimes, but you have to kind of just keep your cool and just try to calm down and breathe and think about the situation. And eventually I went out after, this is the next day, and the truck was cool, obviously, at this point. And I slowly opened it again, and it just did a normal little hiss at me, because there's supposed to be built up pressure in your tank, but not so much that there's gas pouring out. So ultimately, to make a long story short, it was my mistake in that I overfilled the tank. So there's nowhere for the pressure to go. That's why there was it was not only filled completely, but that's why it was pouring out a little bit. All right, so, and it's kind of hard to explain. Well, that's actually not hard to explain. Let me go ahead and do that. It's a diesel truck originally, right? So the tanks, the filler necks, they're diesel tanks, but the engine was swapped to a gas engine. So the tanks were completely cleaned, and they use regular gasoline now, but the filler necks are still diesel filler necks. So when you go to fill it up with gas, it's not like a normal thing. You take the nozzle, the gas nozzle, and it doesn't fit in there. The filler neck and the opening and stuff is way bigger. It's for diesel. So I have to basically just hold the nozzle in there and fill it up, you know, while watching it. I can watch all the gas pour out, you know what I mean? It's all right there, I can see it. So what I did was I filled not only the tank, but I filled the entire filler neck as well, and it was just too much gas. So I have to do the math in the future and realize, okay, here's where the needle is, here's how big my tank is, because they're both 16-gallon tanks on each side. So I have to kind of figure out in my head how much gas to put in where I'm not overfilling it, because I won't know it's filled up until it starts pouring out. You know, like normally when you're filling your car up or whatever, you know, you hold the nozzle in there, and there's a sensor. When it gets to the top of the you know, where the gas is coming out, it stops. You know, when you're filling the car, you know, you stand there filling it on, whatever noise it makes, and it stops. It's filled. Mine doesn't do that. If I don't watch it, it'll literally fill up until it's pouring out all over my leg. So it's a little bit more difficult to fill the truck up. Not a big deal, but it's a learner's curve. You know, I thought it was a big problem. I thought because a lot of people are saying that those little, you know, pour off valves or whatever, they get you know, rusted and clogged and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, this could be a repair I have to do. And it turns out it's just me. I just overfilled it. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you guys that story. I guess it was in my head, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Maybe it'll save you some hassle for, you know, all the people out there that have a diesel truck that was converted to a gas engine. How many of you watching? Yeah, maybe one. You never know. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in a good mood. I'm acting a little goofy, but I'm gonna end this video and play with the dog because he's looking super sad. He's sitting here. He's being such a good boy. He's trying not to make any noise. He knows that he can't snore when I make videos. How sad. So I'm gonna go play with him, give him some loving and a treat and whatnot. And I'm gonna let you guys go about your day. Thank you very much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I'd love to hear what kind of new gear you have in your EDC setup down below in the comments, right down there. You know where it is. And that concludes the video. So thanks for watching again. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.